Come on, buddy. Save the turtle. I think we might get wet. I don't know for sure. Thanks, Jay. You know, pandas are probably the most useless animal on Earth. Or tactical, like tactics, hand railing this road. The road is right there. Pepe Le Pew. River going down the road. Friends, welcome back. I am Jason and I'm on foot. We've got 40-ish miles to cover today. And I know from previous experience that 30 miles is about my limit per day on foot. So I'm gonna have to get creative here in a little while, but I'm heading on a bearing. I've got a destination in mind where I can possibly pick up some other means of conveyance. I've got all the kit that I need. If you watch the previous video, you'll know what's in my pack. I've got the essentials. Got fresh socks. I've got calories, and I've got water. I've got a Grail water filter so I can just pop down to any of the little creeks and streams or whatever that we pass, or walk alongside and replenish my water. I've got some salt to add to my water. Should be good to go. Most of the time I embark on these missions by myself, because rarely do I find individuals that are interested in doing dumb stuff with me. However, I found one idiot. his name is Jordan. Hey. And my friend Jordan has decided to join me on this mission, and it's gonna be a great time, I think. Oh, great day, guys. Look at this. We're only a mile in, and I have discovered the elusive number 8mm wrench. And this one is a ratcheting wrench. Even better. Typical scenario that people would think of why you're going to be going this far on foot is like the EMP scenario where your vehicle shuts down because all the electronics have been fried by some sort of solar flare or something. I'm imagining something else, something more like exotic, like an alien attack. I'm thinking like squid from outer space. We've got to travel approximately 40 miles, 40-ish, maybe a little more miles to get home. How are we doing so far?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Feeling good?
Oh yeah.
No issues?
Not yet. Feel better than I did when I started.
Good. Now in reality, there may or may not be a reason to rush, to hurry. Maybe there is. Maybe there is some reason why you need to get there and you need to get there fast. For me, it is real. My girls get home from school at 4 p.m. So I've got to get this 40 miles done before 4 p.m. So that's my rush. When you've got really long distances to cover on foot, every foot strike matters because it's a compounding effect. So when I'm running, jogging, I'm trying to make every foot strike as soft as I can. And when I can find a slightly softer surface like this asphalt here, is slightly softer because it's new than that, I take advantage of it. And I'm trying to make every foot strike nice and soft. I'm trying to keep my body moving flat and not boop, 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 boop. And over the course of 15 miles or more, that's gonna make a big difference. So the way your foot hits the ground matters. Some people, when they run, they heel strike like this. And every time your heel hits the ground like that, one, you're putting the brakes on. Two, you're jarring your body all the way up through your spine, all the way to your head. So what I try to do my best is I land kind of flat-footed, and that allows your foot to do what it's designed to do and absorb the impact. If you look at people running barefoot versus people running with shoes on, it's dramatically different. Nobody heel strikes when they're running barefoot on a hard surface. You just can't do it. Everybody kind of flat foots, or they hit the ball of their foot slightly first, and that absorbs that impact. So I try to land ball first, but just pretty much flat-footed, and that allows me to make soft impacts each strike. Look at the power of bamboo just pushing up through the asphalt, Granted, this is fresh asphalt, but still, it's amazing that it can do that. Just pushes right up through you. They say that it used to be an ancient torture technique they'd strap somebody down on top of a fresh bamboo shoot and it would grow through them. I don't know if it's true, but I think it's possible because I think it can grow up to like a foot a day. So you wouldn't have to lay there very long for bamboo to start growing up into you. Gosh, how miserable would that be? We have a sheep in the road. So I'm going at a very easy pace. I call it my all-day pace. And it's probably about a 5 mile per hour jog, trot, if you will. And what that does is it allows me to stay just under my lactate threshold. So my body's not producing lactic acid, because if you stay in that anaerobic zone for too long, your muscles start building up that lactic acid, and that's when like the cramping and stuff will start to occur. So I'm just hovering right under that all the time. And I never hit that wall. I never hit that limit. And that allows me to just keep trucking. I can just keep trotting along pretty much all day at this pace. Jordan's all-day pace is a little faster than mine, but that's okay. We're not far into it, but I'm gonna go ahead and refill my water at this little creek here. Nice, fresh flowing stream. Wouldn't want to drink that straight, of course, because there's farms and who knows what's dead in there. Deer oftentimes get hit by cars and make their way down to the creek and then meet their demise in the creek. So definitely want to filter it, so that's why I brought a filter. I was wrestling with my son and bent my toenail back like halfway, like ripped it off. And I'm feeling that right now. It was bleeding and sore. And now when I run, I can feel it like tugging on my shoe a little bit, which is nice. I haven't eaten breakfast. So what I'm gonna do is just grab a little bite, a little snack is to hold me over. These are cashews and they're salted. What I could do is add some salt to my water, and I do that a lot of times, but since I'm gonna be eating a couple handfuls of these salted cashews, I don't think there's gonna be much need of replacing my salts in my water. This is a fairly low stress environment, right? You know, we're still free to roam on the roads and take the path of least resistance. However, you know, in a real scenario, that might not be the case. You know, I think early on into any kind of disaster scenario, you could probably still use the roads and be okay. But if you live in an urban area, it doesn't take long before people start, you know, acting up. Well, you might have to resort to more tactical like tactics. So for example, handrailing this road. The road is right there. I see it, it's right there, but I'm tucked off into the wood line just a little bit. I mean, I could go further in, but then you bump into houses and dogs and stuff like that, fences and things. But your pace would dramatically slow. And that's, you know, just the way it would be. You wouldn't be able to cover nearly the distance that you'd like to, that you typically could if you were just out there bebopping on the road. I'm actually doing a class called Escape Atlanta, and that's where we're going to kind of simulate a get home scenario out of Atlanta. You know, EMP strikes, vehicles come to a stop on the interstate, and you've got to figure out how to get your way home, you know, 50 plus miles or whatever it is. And that's going to be September, don't quote me on this, September 26th, I think it is. I'll put a link in the description and in the comment section. And then you can, if you're interested in doing that, it's going to be in Watkinsville, Georgia, just east of Atlanta. So check that out if that's something you think you might be interested in. Come join in the fun. We can hang out for a couple days. Anyway, I'm back on the road. So I got something going on with my toe, like my second toe. I'm gonna check it out. I don't think it's a blister yet. I can't be. I've never get blisters on my toes, ever. I feel like something's stabbing me in my sock maybe or something. I don't know. But we're gonna check it out. Maybe just go ahead and swap my socks out. Keep my feet dry. Yeah. This right here, that's son of a gun. Look at that. So if I ignored that and I thought, no big deal, I'll just keep trucking along, what would happen is it would rub a raw spot on my toe. That wouldn't be that big of a deal until it was. And that's how, like, you know, if I was out here for multiple days at a time, that would eventually get infected probably. And that's the stuff you got to just stay on top of. It's like some sort of seed or something. Hard to replace a pair of tweezers or a pair of pliers when that's what you need. That pesky rascal. Feet got a little wet in the wet grass. Let the feet dry out for a second. So in my kit here, I've got a water bag. And this water bag obviously is good for collecting water, but it's also really good for keeping things dry. So it's kind of an impromptu dry bag. So let's say it was raining right now and I needed to keep my socks dry and I wasn't smart enough or prepared enough to have them in a dry bag. I could dip into my kit right here. I could unroll said kit, get my water bag open. Obviously dirty socks in a bag that you're planning on using for water is less than ideal, but in a pinch, you could make it work. Let's say it was pouring down rain and I desperately wanted to keep my socks dry because having dry feet is really important. So once it eventually stops raining, I have some dry socks. I could jam these puppies into my bag here like that, twist it up, put a rubber band or a zip tie or one of these babies, trail marker, otherwise known as a, fluorescent orange bread tie. And I could just zip this up right here. And now I could store that. I could store that in my pack. Rain or shine, doesn't matter. Those are gonna stay dry. So that's just one way that we could improvise using a kit like this to keep our feet working for us. Sock disaster averted. We're back on the road. Peppy Le Pew, Stinky did not make it. Whew. Whew. He smells good. We're probably 5 miles away from town, in our scenario, give or take, depending on what the scenario is, that could be an opportunity. Might be something you want to avoid completely, depending on the situation, depending on how dangerous the alien squid are. Or it might be an opportunity to pick up resources and supplies or something along the way. So that's what we're going to do. I've got a slight pain in the arch of my left foot, and ironically, Jordan's got the same thing, right?
Same spot.
Left foot arch issue. Might just be like the angle of the road that we're on. We're on the left side of the road facing traffic. That might be something to do with it. That downhill foot. Hard to say, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. We're both sweating like crazy. It's really not that hot right now. It's actually pretty tolerable if you weren't running, but I'm trying to find a dry spot on my shirt to clean the camera lens, and it's not going well. So sorry about the blurriness. Fixer-upper, put a little paint on it, caulk. I'd really appreciate it, guys, if you leave a comment. Any comment will do, but specifically I'd like to know if you have ever or would ever attempt something like this. So just leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comment section. That'd be cool. Let me know if you'd be ever interested or have ever done something along the lines of this, tested yourself. Could you get home from where you work? Could you get home from, your mom's house that you go visit from time to time? If it's 40, 50 miles or further, who knows? What kind of preparations have you made? Are you fit enough? Do you have the right equipment, gear, footwear in your vehicle? All that stuff. In my mind, I feel like I'm as fit as I ever was. As fit as I was in my 20s and 30s, early 30s. But then I come out with guys that are actually in their 20s. And then I realize, hey, maybe not. Jordan is crushing it. Just trotting along, effortless. He's like a machine.
Play the intro.
Okay. So close to town now. Traffic has picked up. I feel like if there was more alien squid, there'd be less traffic. There's a little creek that runs through this little bamboo forest here. Such a cool spot coming in here, you know. I get why the pandas like it. You know, pandas are probably the most useless animal on Earth. You know, their babies sneezing scare them. If it wasn't for human intervention, they'd be extinct by now. They're pretty stupid. I'm not a fan of pandas, but I can see why they like bamboo forests. Because it's so cool in here, so shady. Amazing thing about, I mean, you can use bamboo for everything. I mean, it is so handy. If you live someplace where there was an ample amount of bamboo just close by, good grief, you could build everything with it. The sun has come out full force and it is now getting warm. Now this, I'm getting stiff. Now this would be a really easy place to tuck off. Or let's say I couldn't make it in a day, you know, like I was hurting, tired, whatever. This would be an amazing place to camp out for a night. And with this little, you know, just the minimal amount of stuff that I've got, you know, small little survival kit, I've got enough to make myself a shelter. I could even potentially catch a little fish out of this creek if I wanted to, add to my rations, because, you know, if I extended my stay, that might be important. But for now, we're just going to tuck in here and get some water. Hello. Right at mile 15 right now, feeling okay. Left foot arch, not so good. A little bit of pain, arch on my left foot. Possibly find an alternative means of transportation. Maybe I'll steal a bicycle from a little girl or something. Apparently, the alien squid have not taken over this town just yet. All things seem to be still kosher. If I jump this guy, I could steal his bike. I could steal his bike. He'll never see it coming. I'll hit him in the head with a rock and I'll keep on moving.
It's electric.
Think how fun 26 miles of electric bike would be.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
So this bike comes with flowers, but unfortunately it's bolted to the deck. And we've got two, not one, but two flat tires. Unfortunately, there's no little girls to steal a bicycle from, so the next best thing is to stop by a place that actually will have bicycles. Full disclosure, my buddy owns this place. So the sign says open, but it's a lie. It's not open. Could steal a bike. He might be upset for a minute, you know, but then I think he'd get over it.
Thank you, Lord, for this food, this great time. Let's get here safe.
Amen. So surely, out of this plethora of two-wheeled machines, I could find one that would meet my needs. I think if I had to pick one, it would be this one, right here. Look at it in all of her glory. It's missing a couple parts, but there's already software in there to do safety. Awesome. I've been a little warning letter. Really?
Yeah.
In lieu of having a specialized tool such as this one right here that our good buddy at the bike shop has, I would have taken a screwdriver or a punch and smacked that with a hammer until it tightened up. Or I'd put a pipe wrench on it. You're saying you wouldn't do that? Oh, that's interesting.
You sound way too much like me over there.
Maybe you've been doing it wrong. That's it. There's a few things in life that bother me, and one of them is specialized tools. Like you have to have a specific tool to do it, one thing. Like it doesn't do anything else. It only does this one thing. That drives me crazy. Thank you, sir.
Tool that you can use for that. You say do it?
Wow, that is so smooth.
What are the chances?
It almost fits together perfectly. It's almost like somebody that knew what they were doing looked at this bike and checked to see how things would fit together. You know what, buddy? You are all right in my book. You know, there's some people that say some stuff about you. You know, they're only half right. So there's that. Bam!
Oh, good. That's fine.
Crystal, just gotta get me home.
Oh, man. Those brakes. It's going to be hilarious. So I got to figure it out.
And now the only thing missing off old B here, Crystal B, is pedals. Something to push on. So we're gonna steal them from this bike right here. They'll never know. Lefty Lucy. Yes. It's lefty tighty.
I was just trying to make sure you remember what.
Oh, baby. Yes. There it goes. There she goes. There you go, Crystal. Get some of that. I hope that you accept sweaty money. In this scenario that we were discussing about, what was it again? Alien squid attacking our village. You know, the power is potentially out, and cash money is pretty much all we have to work with. And coincidentally, the internet is down here too. So cash money might be the only thing that we could use anyway. So here's the issue. We got the bike back together. Everything's working properly, functioning, except for that right there. This tire is definitely not designed for this frame. And as soon as we put some air in there, we've got some rubbish. So what we're gonna try to do is spread the frame apart just a little bit with a washer on the inside and see if that gives us enough clearance. That's in there.
And on the other side, too.
Nice.
Yes.
Washer.
That's pretty awesome.
That's me and a friend of ours all go usually. We try and do it once a week, once every other week.
It's classy. You know?
You want your phone
I'll come back for it. Oh, we are cruising. Gosh, this is like so much better than walking. However, I don't know if you can see, but look at that storm up ahead. We're gonna get wet here real soon, it looks like. Well, the squid, unfortunately, like the water. So we are gonna be in trouble. Oh, look at us covering ground. All right, we're just doing some minor tune-ups. We got a little wobble and what do you call it? The headset, whatever it's called. A little bit loose. There's bearings in here that are squeezed together. There's ball bearings here on the bottom. There's ball bearings here on the top. And there was too much wobble. So I just snugged it up by hand. And now I'm gonna tighten up this top nut here. Oh, my crescent wrench almost opens big enough. Oh, it's so close. Look at that. If it opened like just a frog's hair, which is pretty fine. I don't know if you guys know, but frog's hair is not very big. What do I have? Maybe I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Snug it down every now and then if it works loose. The rain has set in. I don't know how much we're gonna get of it, but enough. So, I mean, I can't really get any wetter. I'm pretty soaked as is, so it just feels good at the moment. It's pretty hot out, but all my gear in the back is stowed away safe and sound, so I'm not too worried about any of that. It's just gonna be nice, riding in the rain. Water break. Just look at her in her element. The graceful crystal bee. Good spot to stop too.
I forgot all about the one you gave Dad.
Even on a crappy old bicycle from the 60s, it is night and day different. More efficient, easier, so much more enjoyable than walking on the roadside, you know. So much better. I mean, so in a situation like this where you did need to cover a lot of ground on foot, if you could score a bicycle, I mean, the value of that is so high. We gotta save the turtle. Which way were you going, buddy? It looked like he was going this way.
Yeah.
All right, you're going back. Come on, buddy. Save the turtle. Save the turtle. Good luck to you, sir. Carry on. Little grasshopper has been with me for miles now. Look at that beauty. Just look at her. Needs to be fixed up. Yeah, this little tiny grasshopper friend here has been with me for miles since I stopped for water back there. She's coming all the way home with me. Let's see. This luxurious seat here is not without its flaws. It keeps adjusting on me, keeps tipping backwards like that, and this is getting me right in the nether regions. So I'm gonna see if I can snug it up a bit and keep it from moving around on me. We reckon that we're about 10 miles from home. So I'm gonna go ahead and chug all my water that I have left rather than carry it and just get it in my belly. We're finally able to tuck off the more busy road up there onto just a road with no paint on it. I like roads with no paint, preferably. But unfortunately, the hills are more dramatic. It's like steeper grades, you know, up and down. Maybe not such long, gradual hills, but much more kind of pronounced. So here's the same grasshopper. When I picked up the bike, he hopped onto my hand. He's been on the bike for like 10 miles now since we stopped for water. Oh, there he goes. All right, approximately 10 miles to go. I don't think it's gonna be an issue at all. And that will mean that we covered a little over 40 miles in a single day. 15 of it on foot and 25 on a bike. And the difference between the two is just so dramatic. Wow. What was I saying about bike riding being easier?
Oh my goodness.
That hill was a monster.
That's crazy.
Oh, look at this beauty. This is a beauty. Crystal's first taste of gravel. Look at that. Oh, she's smooth. That springy seat. Oh yeah. That's where it's at. Do you want to come say hello? I would like to say hello to you. Come on. Tiny little thing. Jordan, I believe you're bigger than that horse.
I believe so. I've seen buses. Hey.
Come on, guys, we're doing it. Let's go. We're doing it. We did it. Black sky over there. I said get as close to the camera as you could get, and he was riding straight, and then the last second he turned right towards me. Freaked me out a little. I thought, oh crap, he's gonna run me over. Here it comes. Feels good though. As long as the tree doesn't fall on us, we'll be good. It is refreshing. Feels like it might hail on us. That'd be cool. I gotta put you away so I can get up this hill. It's a doozy. Woo!
Love it.
I think we might get wet. I don't know for sure.
It's possible.
The
odds are good.
It's looking more like rain. This is great. So, unfortunately, we missed a lot of the monsoon footage there. It was bucketing down on us for a long ways, all the way until we got onto the paved road again. And you can see how much it rained. This wasn't here earlier. It's filled up our little drain here. There is a drain down there. It just ain't draining. But anyway, we're almost there. We're less than 5 for sure. I would guess like 3 from here, maybe. We're really close. Sounds like you're rowing a boat. One mile to go. 1 mile, 1 mile.
We did it!
We have successfully covered a little over 40 miles in a day.